Hey everyone, Vintage Fan Collector here, and today we see the 1983 Casablanca Panama 5, again in traditional brown and polished brass. This is a 1080p with 60 frames per second remake. I thought since it's already hanging up, I would make a remake before I might put another fan up for testing. I don't know, I've been really lazy lately. Anyway, so this fan is composed of a lot of parts, but seeing as most people don't like me to just talk a bunch and not do the fan, I'll go ahead and demonstrate the light. This was a summer quiet fan converted to 3-speed. The light kit you see is a K4C Williamsburg fitter by Casablanca, and the glass is Audison, but Casablanca sold them, but these were no glass Casablanca ever sold was made by them. That's true for pretty much every manufacturer of fans. We're always OEM. Anyway, we'll start off with low speed. The pull chain sequence is high, medium, low. Some conversion kits happen to be low, medium, high. This one is not. And it has a 5-blade flywheel adapter hub that attaches to a 4-blade flywheel to make it a 5-blade fan. All of these came with that out of the box, and you could actually buy these separately with every different type of blade arm that they sold at the time to make any fan that you wanted a 5-blade fan. So one time recently, a 5-blade Century 9000 surfaced with one of these, and I was like, you know what? I've never seen that. Anybody ever do that before, but somebody finally did it. They bought one of the adapters for another fan, and they also come with a set of 5 blades of your choosing. Pretty cool, actually. But they had that option before 5-blade only flywheels and 4-5 flywheels. Alright, here's the medium speed. This fan has some bearing noise. It's been hanging in my garage for probably almost 3 months now. I just got so busy with my job and everything else that I forgot to do anything with the test mount. Basically, ever since I hung the Unistrut, I have had this fan installed. I'm actually thinking of going to another type of more user-friendly test mount stuff. I'm thinking of going to wire mold boxes, not wire mold as a whole, because that wouldn't be useful to me, but wire mold boxes, a wire mold box for the fan, because it'll let hang trues be mounted to them without any problems. So I should have thought of that before, but I didn't. I'll use the Unistrut for something else, unless I can get spring clips that are smaller, but I would rather just get a wire mold box and redo it, so then I'll probably have more motivation to test fans. And here's high speed. This fan wobbles on high. It would wobble a lot worse if it was on an exposed box with no trim ring or anything. At the moment, my garage lighting setup for videos does not allow for very good 60 frames per second viewing. It also might be the fact that the ceiling and blades are pretty much the same color, and they kind of blend in very well, therefore yeah. I decided to try this without the fluorescent lights. So far so good on that. The only problem is that it's a little darker, but I still have enough light to kind of see what I'm doing, so it's fine. Since I have lights over in those shelves, some of them are incandescent and some of them are fluorescent. Okay, spin down time. It only wobbles on high speed. I think it has something to do with the blades, maybe the blade arms, or the flywheel itself. It's a very beautiful fan, and I would like to install it somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I actually am Usually I would do a configuration of 4 blades, but I figured that it's kind of warm in here. It's 92 degrees inside my garage at this moment, and I prefer to not get up here and do 4 blades, so I'm just going to do 5. Generally I don't like to do that. If there's another configuration I can show it in, I would probably prefer to do that, but this is an exception. I feel that this is kind of cool enough with its 5-blade adapter that I think I'm going to just keep it like that. But it looks like the flywheel's broken when you look at it from afar, because they already go down pretty low. The walnut blades really complement this fan very well. I'm very glad that I did this. If y'all remember, the first video of this, it had a spotlight kit, and it had antique oak, I believe, or perhaps later walnut finished blades from a Delta 2 that is in my brother's room right now. That a rounded tip. These obviously fit the fan more because they're period correct. This is a very good set of walnut as well. It's very clean for the most part, with a few scuffs and things like that. I do need to do something with the bearings. Actually, you know what? For the heck of it, I'll do reverse. Just quickly. It's got some torque. Holy crap, it does not wobble at all in reverse, hardly. What the heck? It's supposed to usually wobble worse, supposedly. I dislike reverse generally. That actually kind of made it feel a little more comfortable in here for some reason. Interesting. Okay. I'll try to resume where we were spin down wise. I think that's pretty much accurate. Oops, sorry. I think that pretty much covers this remake. Y'all have already had close-ups of this. I don't really feel the need to do any more, but since the lighting is a lot better than it used to be, I'll pick it up and just kind of do a little overview of the close-up of it from a less professional side. Yeah, it's a very nice finish. The brown is in really good condition as well. Other than the bottom cap, it's a little scratched because it had a antique brass spotlight kit on it that was really jacked up. That Jared removed, and I think threw out because it was messed up so much. I think this combination is really good. I might try later on a K4 to make the fan book. If y'all know what that is, it's a book that Casablanca wrote in 1983 that basically describes, it's pretty much a book on why ceiling fans are important, and it was also just a giant advertisement for Casablanca. They really did not, they did give credit to other brands like Philip Deal and I think a little bit of Hunter and Emerson, but most of it was how they reinvented the ceiling fan in the 70s and 80s. It has also the history behind Casablanca and such, which is pretty cool, but it was a little biased in my opinion, but it had a lot of nice fans in it. I still have the book, of course. And one of them is a brown and brass, or black and brass, because it's not in color on the pages, only the covers are. So you get to use your imagination with that. With a K4 light kit, which is the straight arm, and then these shades here. So I thought about making that a reality, but I just didn't because I wanted to use this light kit. So maybe if I install this thing somewhere, I will probably make that combination a reality, which would be cool. Blades, I don't know what it had either because it's not in color, so I can't tell, so I get to choose that as well. Anyway, that pretty much concludes the remake video of this 1983 Casablanca Panama 5. Hope y'all enjoyed. Gonna try to get out more videos pretty soon. I just have been kind of busy and lazy. I've been putting off changing the test mount yet again because I'm kind of tired of messing with it, but at the same time I want it to be something I will be satisfied with for a while, so I think the wire mold box is what I'll do. I know it's totally copying Dan and Tommy, but Tommy copied me with a flywheel thing, so I'm just gonna copy him right back. And for those who don't know who Tommy is, he's the ceiling, actually no, it's the fan page now on YouTube. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.